It starts with a spark, a vision so clear, where voices unite, there's nothing to fear. Access meets opportunity, we pave the way. Sharon leads the charge, tomorrow lights the way. Forward with fortitude, we're breaking the chains. Forward ever, backwards never, no losses, just gains. Harmony is the heartbeat, collaboration the key. Authentic and natural, we're setting minds free. Speak harmony, where the world comes alive. Love and connection, together we thrive. Organic and pure, mission divine. Speak harmony, let your voice intertwine. Meetings of the mind, where wisdom is shared. Tamara and Sharon, a duo prepared to light up the path, to bridge every gap. Access meets opportunity, there's no turning back. Forward with fortitude, the future's in sight. Together we rise, like stars in the night. Authenticity reigns, love leads the way. We're speaking in harmony every single day. Speak harmony, when the world comes alive. Love and connection, together we thrive. Organic and pure, mission divine. Speak harmony, let your voice intertwine. Step by step, hand in hand, we're building a future, a promised land. With courage and faith, we'll always strive. Speak harmony, keeping dreams alive. Speak harmony, yeah. Speak harmony.
Speak harmony. Welcome to this edition of Black History Month with Speak Harmony. Well, Black History Month is every day as far as we're concerned, right? Because we speak harmony right here. Our first guest of the evening will be none other than Garfield McCook. Garfield McCook speaks harmony by lighting the way with JIIFSC, Jamaica International Independence Foreign Song Competition, becoming 5 years old in a few months. He just relaunched this competition. Every year it seeks to engage folks from the diaspora who are wanting to engage in the festival, participate in the festival song competition back home in Jamaica. But guess what? They don't qualify because they don't live there. Garfield McCook, Dr. McCook, might I add, pardon me, Dr. McCook is a born Jamaican, a Kingston College. If anybody knows, they know. A proud Kingston College boy. I mean, migrated to the U.S. over 35 years ago. Lived in the U.S., lived in New York City, came to Georgia, and decided, you know what? There is this need, this dire need for the music industry to expand. So as far as, the festival, which is our independence, Gary said, we're going to take this up. We're going to turn it up. Since we can't participate there, let's start something right here in our backyard, right here in Atlanta. Dr. Gary, are you there? He's also affectionately called Gary. Okay, Gary G. like our boogeyman back in Jamaica. Gary, are you, Dr. Gary, are you there? There
I
you
am
are.
here live and direct
Oh,
from Kennesaw, Georgia.
nice, nice, nice. Welcome. Good to see you. Good to see you.
Same here.
So, listen, tell the folks. I mean, this JIIFSC, I mean, it was founded to bring life to our community, our diaspora here. I mean, bridge the gap between Jamaica and foreign, as they would say, or foreign. Talk to us about that. How did that come
Yes,
about?
yes. Well, over the years, I've been having conversation with artists here, and there was a difficulty in entering the competition back in Jamaica. So I sat down and thought about it, and came up with the idea that let's see if we can do it here. So we started back in. It was launched in December 18, 2020, and our first year was 2021. And for us not to compete but to complement with the JCDC, we made the criteria that you have to be a Jamaican living in the diaspora. So a Jamaican living here, so you can't, if you're in Jamaica, you can't enter the competition. So that was the criteria that has worked for us over the years. And we are now fifth stage in Sharon, and I'm looking forward to great things coming here in 2025.
And you know what, guys? I have been attending this amazing event from jump, and let me tell you, it only gets better. It only gets hotter because, as they say, hotter they come. Because I mean, every year you're looking for more, and you're thirsty. I mean, it's just spreading. I mean, hey, does it get? Can it get better? And it does. I mean, last year was so. The year before was, I thought, was so close, so tight. And last year, oh, forget it. I mean, we left there going, man, they should have been three first place positions. I was devastated. I'll be honest, because I was voting for all those top three. As a matter
Mhm.
of fact, it was probably more like a top five.
Yes,
That's how amazing it is. So
yes.
it just keeps better, getting better and better. And I mean, how did you come up with the festival foreign song competition? How did that name, pop? I mean, where did that come from?
Well, so a little history here.
Yeah.
Initially, it was a Jamaica International Independence Festival song competition. But for a peaceful life and to make good, I changed the word festival to foreign because it was causing a little controversy there. So to keep the acronym JIIFSC, we moved from festival to foreign. And when we live in Jamaica and we leave in Jamaica to come here, we're going to foreign. So it was ideal, that word substituting festival was ideal for the Jamaica International Independent Foreign Song Competition.
And let me ask you, how many competitors do you have? Is it limited? What are the real criterions for getting involved? I mean, as you said, you have to be living outside of Jamaica, so you
Yes,
can be in any part of the world. It doesn't matter where you are.
that's
From
correct. That's correct. And our first entrant back in 2021 was a guy named King now out of Germany. That year we had folks out of Germany, out of London, out of Australia, out of Canada. So as it said, it's a foreign song competition. There's an entry fee between now and the end of April. Folks can submit their MP3 lyric sheet, and it's 150, only $150 entrance fee. And on the 30th, we close off the entries. By the 15th of May, we'll have the panel of judges are going to choose the top 12. And on the 16th of June through the end of 16th of May, sorry, through the end of June, fans from around the world can vote for their favorite songs. In the past, we have had a total in the past 4 years over 30,000 fan votes that has helped to propel their favorite to the finals on July 26th here in Atlanta. Now, we've set a criteria so that we make sure everyone who is participating has the same template to use. So the song, we're going to look at the production quality. We're going to look at originality. We're going to look at vocal quality, performance, and last but not least, relevance to the Jamaican culture. It's got to have some relevance to the Jamaican culture. So that's the criteria. And I know we have had one entry so far, and we're just 2 days in. So we have a first entry already. So guys out there, get in your studio, get your stuff, send it in.
And if I recall, you don't have to be born in Jamaica. You don't. What are those real criteria? You have to be. How are you affiliated? I mean, how does that really qualify? Because I mean, if I was born in Barbados but I have Jamaican parents, is that how it works? I mean, how does that qualification really works when you narrow it down?
So you have to be of Jamaican descent. So if you're in Barbados, you're not in Jamaica.
Being married to a Jamaican doesn't
No.
cut it, huh?
We've had it over the years. People say they're gonna go. Most likely, the guys say they're gonna go date a Jamaican, and I say, no. You gotta come better than that. But it's interesting that last year we had the first scenario of someone of Jamaican descent. The last year's winner out of Ohio. So Leon and Lionel Denton, they won last year, Jamaican in me. And Lionel, who was five, was on stage with his dad, and they really brought it home last year. So
the year before, wasn't it the year before? Because
the year before, yeah, the year before. Yes, you're correct. The year before. So what we're trying to do is maintain our culture, and have our youngsters know what we enjoyed back in the day when cheerio baby and all that stuff, and so that's the goal, and I think we're getting there.
Well, let me ask you a tricky question, though, and I know you've probably been asked that, but I don't want to put you on the spot, but I am going to do it since I can, and I have the microphone.
Right.
So are you in the future? I mean, what does the future look like? I mean, where JIIFSC is concerned, have you ever thought of going, out of the country? I mean, going to another state, because it's based here in Atlanta, in Georgia. But I mean, have you thought of venturing out? I mean, going to another city or state, like I said, or another country, and hosting it there. And what about collaborating? Have you ever attempted to collaborate with even Jamaica? Because I mean, hey, after all, it wouldn't be a bad idea, We go carnival around the world. I mean, why not bring far into Jamaica?
Right. So yes, the goal is that the next stop on the calendar should be Florida. Nice. We wanted to make sure we can creep before we walk. So we wanted to get it established here and get the traction that we need before we take it out of state, because a very, very expensive event, and we have to make sure that things. So Florida, if all goes well, Florida should be the next stop. And then New York should be afterwards. And then Canada will be the first out of the US location that we will have this festival.
Man, there you have it. And so tell me, what are some of the attractions? I mean, I want to enter. I mean, how would I qualify? I mean, seriously.
Well, yes. So again, you can submit your MP3 and lyric sheet by the end of April. And by May 15th, we're going to choose the top 12. And then between May 15th and June 30th, we have the fans around the world trying to help their chosen one or the chosen few, which is 7, go to the finals. Now, the finals will be on July 26th at Shiloh High School here in Georgia. First prize is $8,000. Second prize, $4,000, and the third prize, $1,000. Now, we're appealing to the sponsors outside there that send in your, come on, partner with us, because we want to be able to give the artists a little more, maybe travel expenses to the final. So that's something that we're working on, but we need your help out there to make that happen.
Wow. And you said it's where it's being held? To tell us that venue again?
It's at Shiloh High School up in Snellville. This will be our 4th year there. A great arena, a great theater. That's where most of us as Jamaicans, when we're having events, that's where we have the event. So it's a venue that people are familiar with. It's a safe place, and it's a place where you can come on July 26th, join us for all the fun that there is to come.
So there you have it, guys. July 26th. Put that on your calendar, because let me tell you, it's an event that I look forward to every year, Gary. I mean, I really do. I go and I jump and prance and I enjoy myself. I have a ball, since I can go to Jamaica to celebrate every year for independence. You brought it to us. So I just want to say I publicly thank you for that, because, back in the day we'd jump and prance and we have our what's that, big heel boot and our barefoot pants,
Yes,
dump the
because it's a
festival.
festival.
Yes, so I love it. I love it. I love that you've brought that, because guess what? We had a Canadian also who entered, and a couple of times though. One of our Canadian
Yes, yes.
Miss
So
Tanya, Miss Lou,
yes,
right?
Tanya Lou was entered twice. The Laviluja from Canada was the
From
first winner.
Canada too. Yeah,
Yes, singing a certified yardie, and he has come back
correct.
and he has placed not first the other time, but he has placed, and he's doing a good job, a good ambassador for the competition. And we look at these winners, Sharon, as ambassadors. You know, he's an
Yes,
ambassador. Barrington Goddisonberg Green is an ambassador. He was a second winner singing Irie. And then you had
I remember
Leon.
that.
And then
Yeah.
this year we had Doxology, Erlington and Doxology. So those are ambassadors spreading the word out there and sharing what we have to offer from our homeland, Jamaica.
Oh yeah. And I mean they are, and I know that for a fact because I've seen even with Doxology, he lives right locally, and forget it. People have been calling on him for different events. This is just a big, they've been doing their thing because they're pretty, good at what they do at their craft, but
Right.
certainly they have been sought after. Everybody talks about them, hey, did you know that they won, JIIFSC? And they were like, what is JIIFSC? The festival song competition. And boy, so his name is like a household, their name, let me tell you, that name is a household name around here. I noticed that. So I just want to say thank you for what you've brought to our community. What's in store though? What's your 5-year plan as far as JIIFSC is concerned? Not to put you on the spot again, but you're on the hot seat. So I'm gonna keep
Yes.
firing those questions. What
Well,
are the plans? A 5-year plan?
Well, one of the plans was, after the folks spent all this time and sacrifice and into the competition, we wanted to get a recording contracts for them, or for the songs, the top 3 songs. And a year ago, February, VPAL Records, which is a subsidiary of VP Records, they partnered with us and we produced our first album last year. You can check it out, JIIFSC Regals Volume 1. Was produced last year, and then we on Sunday last, when we did the kickoff, we launched JIIFSC Regals Volume 2. So this is to help these artists get exposure. Some of them have gone on, and as I said, over the past 4 years, maybe about 60 artists that were unsung heroes are now out there doing their own individual things and benefiting from what we have here. So we're looking forward. Sharon, you said 5 years. 5 years, we should be hopefully. One of my goals also is within that 5-year period, we're hopeful that the winning song from JIIFSC and the winning song from JCDC, those 2 artists will be on the same stage, and we alternate every year. So this year we go to Jamaica with our artist, the winner, and they perform, because it's all one. It's complementing, not competing, and keeping Jamaica brand alive.
Oh, I love that. You see, I'm all about complementing, collaborating, and not competing.
Yes.
So that's what it is. It's brand Jamaica, and it doesn't matter where you are. If you're yard, if you're yard or you're abroad, you're still Jamaican. No matter where you are, you still wear brand Jamaica. You know what I mean? So
yes,
I'm with you with that. So Gary, as we kind of sort of wind down a little bit, give us a taste. Of the artists. That have won from day one. Who was that? Tell us again, because you told us. So we want people to be able to search them and see the caliber, the quality that you produce, because it's no joke here, right? As they say in Jamaica, it's no plating, no plah
no
plah.
plating. Right.
No plating. This is real stuff. The quality, the caliber of musicians that you have. The performances. It's bar none.
Yes, that's
and
correct.
I'm so proud.
Yeah. So year one, again, starting off, you want to start off with a bang. So the winner for the first year was Certified Yardie. That's Laviluja out of Canada singing Certified Yardie. And this can be, you can go on our YouTube, JIIFSC.com, or our website, and it will be there. The second year was Barrington Goddison out of New York. and his song was Irie, I-R-I-E. The third year was Jamaican in Me by Leon and Lionel Denton out of Ohio. And this year it's Ernell Erlington and Doxology that brought it home. And we actually have that winning song that we're going to be playing for you right now. We're going to be playing that song for you. And so the world can hear the quality, the caliber of the songs that we're producing here. Top notch songs. So let's see if we can get to
Mr. Music.
The winning song for 2024, which is Jamaica Nice.
Yes,
Jamaica Nice.
Yes. Here we go.
Where you run, represent Jamaica Nice boy, Jamaica Nice boy. Wave your hand. You're nice, oh you're nice. It's Jamaica, you're nice boy. You're nice, you're nice, oh you're so nice. Beauty and selfish, yes. That's a national dish, yes. Some can only wish that they born in a land like this. Yes. Listen, we don't have no snow, sunshine through and through. White sand and me too. Be glad that Jamaica me born and grow. Say Jamaica nice, Jamaica nice. I make it nice, make it nice. I make it nice, make it nice. I make it sweet, make it sweet. Ribbidi bamba ding, ribbidi bamba ding. Yes, me love me bulla ampere. Yes. Wash it down with a red stripe there. Yes. Independent, we can't clear. If you love it, put you one in the year. Yes. We have the coolest breeze. We'll leap a fruit trees. Curry goat and stew peas. Number one in the West Indies. Jamaica nice. Jamaica nice. Jamaica bamba there. Yeah, you're nice. Oh, you're so nice. You're nice. Really nice. Bamba there. Oh, you're nice. Oh, you're so nice. Why? It's a island sweet. Create a nice reggae beat. Create the party on the yard or bread and gizzard that we eat. Innovative island. We turn we hand and make fashion. We are leader, we no follower. We island little but we tell Jamaica nice. Ribbidi bidi 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 bidi. Ribbidi badu bang bang. Everybody make. Ribbidi bidi bang bang. You're nice, oh you're nice, so. Oh you're sweet, oh you're sweet, so. Oh you're nice, oh you're nice, so. Yeah, we capital of Kingston. Yes. Maybe the other one. Yes. That's where the tourists come when they want to have fun. Yes. Them love with coffee. Them love with white rum. Lay out in the sun. I talk about Jamaica, you're nice down done. Jamaica nice. Oh you're nice, oh you're nice, so. Oh you're sweet, oh you're sweet, so. Oh you're nice, oh you're nice, so. Ribbidi bidi bidi bamba day. Jamaica nice, oh you're nice. Ribbidi bidi 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 bambi day. Jamaica nice, ribbidi bidi nice, ribbidi bidi bamba. You're nice. Say it again. Ribbidi bidi bidi bamba day. Ribbidi bidi bidi. Oh, it's so nice. One more time. Ribbidi bidi bidi. Jamaica nice. Jamaica nice. You're nice. Yeah, you're nice. Oh, you're so nice. Ribbidi ribbidi ribbidi. Really nice. Ribbidi bidi bidi. One more time. One more time. Say Jamaica nice. Oh, you say you're nice. Oh, you're nice. Oh, you're nice. Oh, you're nice. Really nice, boy. Jam down, you're nice. Oh, you're so nice. Yes.
Big up, big up, big up, Big up Jamaica, nice for true. Make me want dance, make me want good. I mean, seriously, I want to jump
Yes.
out of a seat and dance. How could you not? I mean, I couldn't sit down last year. I kid you
Yes.
not. I was going on. I had to get up and go to the back because I couldn't contain myself, man.
Yes.
Jamaica,
Yes.
nice for true, and all of them kept
Mhm.
us out of our seats. I mean, we kept talking about it. I mean, it was amazing. Jamaica, nice for true. I love it.
Yes.
It
Thanks.
captivated the whole audience. I mean, the performances, boy, I don't know if we can just keep topping it in because I mean, performances like these, I mean, last year, the year before, I mean, it only gets better though. It really does. And it's not cliche, Doc. It gets better every year. So guys, there you have it. I mean, Jamaica nice, but bring it because I mean, listen, you can enter, get in full gear. You have time. You have
Yes.
time. You have time.
JIIFSC.com.
That's it. Again, JIIFSC.com. As easy as that. And hey, look up Dr. Gary McCook. If you can't find you can't remember it, guess what? Look him up on Facebook Live somewhere, Facebook somewhere. You will find Dr. Gary McCook. Man, or better yet, you'll find his other buddy, Dr. Laxley. Okay, Stevenson, you'll find one of the other.
Yes.
Guess what, guys?
Yeah, that's my vice president for life, Dr. Lax, let's commend him. He and I were there from the get-go. And let me use this opportunity, Sharon, just to pick up the crew, the guys that have been there with us in the trenches, Barry Hines, our production manager, Max Production, has been there. You have been there. You opened 1 year for us, we have so many good speakers that have come through. Mr. P, APAP Media has been there with us. And so we thank you all. Thank you all. Rhythms of the Caribbean, Kathy and her group has been there with us. And Shiloh High School, last but not least, Shiloh High School for continuing to allow us to host our event there on an annual basis.
Absolutely. And I know your other, the second first lady, or the second lady, as we would put it, Christine. I mean,
Yes.
what I tell you, I mean,
Christine Newton. Yes.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's our IT lady, always there. She's somewhere in the back there now, making sure that everything here is going smooth. So big ups to you again, Christine Newton from Newton International Consulting.
And then you have some people who I understand. A little birdie kind of sort of leaked some information not too long ago, but I'll just say that those attire, the Jamaican attire that you have, I mean, look, this is not just easy threads, I mean, these are designed for you guys.
Yes, Norma Jean Martin from A Fashion Affair has been the one who, people go and say, what you wearing? And we're saying, Norma Jean. And
I love it.
A Fashion Affair is back this year. It's in May. Check it out, guys. A Fashion Affair is also back this year. Let's support Norma Jean and Christine.
There you go. Save that date. So you heard it right here, May 31st.
Yes, and one last thing, I'm trying to big up all the people. Dr. Laxley has his colloquium on right here in same venue, Shiloh High School on February 22nd. Kids are allowed free. It's a very well planned thing. We have international people coming in as speakers. So again, the colloquium, check it out. Dr. Laxley Stevenson, in collision with the purpose. So, just check it out and be there on the 22nd of February also to support Dr. Lax.
Yeah, Dr. Lax is doing amazing things, both here and internationally, really. Yes. I mean, backyard and Africa, I mean, all over the continent. I mean, he's everywhere, making sure people, the less fortunate guys, have food to eat, close to where shelter, I mean, just medicine, you name it. I mean, what they do, you've got to check them out. So there you have it, Dr. Lax, I mean, Christine, Norma Jean Martin, APAP Media. I mean, a big part of what you guys do with JIIFSC. Dr. Gary, I just want to say, go ahead.
Yes, and again, let me mention my sponsors, Victoria Mutual, JN Money, Royal Caribbean Bakery, Jamex is one of our media sponsors.
Couples?
What's Couples Resort Jamaica? Cool Runnings Jamaica. Cool Runnings Restaurant, Parry Hines. So these are all JN Money, if I mentioned them before. So we got a lot of sponsors. Axim Records and
VM? Is VM one of them too, I think?
Yes, I mentioned Victoria Mutual.
Okay,
Yeah, Victoria Mutual and JN, and Couples. So we got folks, we just want everyone else out there, please tune in. We need the funds to make this. We need the funds to make it fun.
I love that. Well, there you have it again, guys. Dr. Gary McCook with JIIFSC. Thank you so very much for coming in. We appreciate you for kicking off Black History Month, because this is what we do. We are Black History Month. Thank you for coming through, man. We appreciate you.
Anytime.
Have a good one. Blessings, my brother. Jamaica, nice. Woo! There you go. There you go. Man. Guys, listen, gear up, because it's not done yet. We're getting ready to bring you someone else. But in the meantime, we thank you for joining us another day, here on Speak Harmony, where access really meets opportunity. I mean, this is what we do. We reach the community with what we do. We reach our people. We expose our people. We give them an opportunity to do and say, what it is that they do for our community, for the upliftment of our people. So listen, it's not only about Jamaicans. We cover the spectrum, guys. We cover the spectrum. We're not partial. So, hey, if you're Caribbean folk, if you're an African, but I don't care who you are out there, come on in. You're welcome. So thank you very much. There you go. Jamaica.
It starts with a spark, a vision so clear, where voices unite, there's nothing to fear. Access meets opportunity, we pave the way. Sharon leads the charge, Tamara lights the way. Forward with fortitude, we're breaking the chains. No losses, just gains. Harmony is the heartbeat, collaboration the key. Authentic and natural, we're setting minds free. Speak harmony, where the world comes alive. Love and connection, together we thrive. Organic and pure, mission divine. Speak harmony, let your voice intertwine. Lord, meetings of the mind, where wisdom is shared. Tamara and Sharon, a duo prepared to light up the path, every gap. Access meets opportunity, there's no turning back. Forward with fortitude, the future's in sight. Together we rise like stars in the night. Authenticity reigns, love leads the way. We're speaking in harmony every single day. Speak harmony, when the world comes alive. Love and connection, together we thrive. Organic and pure, a mission divine. Speak harmony, let your voice intertwine. Step by step, hand in hand, we're building a future, a promised land. With courage and faith, we'll always strive.
There you have it, guys. Speak Harmony. Thank you for that. And we're back here, our second segment on Speak Harmony. Guys, it's Black History Month. And like we say, every day is Black History. Okay. Our next guest is Dr. Sharon Reid. She's a healthcare professional. Okay. You know, she is Black history. And guys, what she does, she's an inspiring speaker. She's an impressive workshop facilitator. She's an expert coach. She does the most. And I'm just going to say to you, this lady has a doctorate in divinity and certifications of various types. I mean, in specialty fields, including life coaching, training, neuro-linguistics programming, hypnotherapy, relational counseling, and health coaching. It goes on and on. That list is long. So we are speaking harmony with Dr. Sharon Reid. Dr. Reid, are you there? Hey there, Dr. Reid.
I am here.
I see.
Okay.
There you are. How are you today?
Oh, excellent thing. Doesn't seem as though I'm on. Okay.
Oh, oh, look at
There
that
I go.
beautiful. Oh, I love that. Love
Thank
that.
you.
Talk about speaking harmony. Blessings and welcome, welcome,
Yes.
welcome. Yeah,
Thank
so talk to us. I mean, you know, philosophy of care and centered on aligning transformative, emotional, and relational. Girlfriend, when I read your bio, I said, "What in the world does she do, or doesn't she
Well,
do?"
that shouldn't be what in the world she should do. Hopefully, you got what I do, but it's all centered around the heart. It's all
Yes,
about the heart and
the
how
heart lady.
yeah, it's and how important. So everything I do, even though you said a lot, it's still centered around the heart, and the heart does a lot. So but I break it down into really talking about. I have a heart program, HEART, and each of the that's an acronym, of course, and it just stands for the different things that I promote. Of course, I started in the medical field, and what I do now as a specialist in relationship and emotional healing, I start with the heart. I see what's going on physically because it's a three tier approach, holistic approach, where I talk health, and then we see what's going on emotionally and see what goes on spiritually. So when couples or individuals come to me, they get a true holistic approach.
Man, I like that. So when you say the heart lady, that's no joke. I mean, because you've been doing this for over 30 years, and I'm thinking, wow, 30 years where? So you started at what? 17, right? 15. You're an early bird, early starter, you know? What
Yeah,
led you to this though? You came from traditional medicine into this space. I mean, what
yes,
led to that? I mean, what brought you there? Because I noticed there's a pattern with
yes,
folks as yourself. I mean, what led you to
yeah.
that?
I
Growing up, I
find
mean, did you say to yourself, hey, I want to be a heart specialist. I want to deal with the heart. I want to deal with emotional healing. Where did
right.
that start? How did that come about?
Really, while I was, I noticed that people who were sick were not getting a true follow up. They were following the paradigm, do what I say, and we
Mm,
noticed that most people don't follow that, and 50% of people do not follow through with what their doctors tell them to do. About the same amount do not take the medications that they're supposed to take properly. And exactly, and people need to know not just what to do, but how to do it. And so
mm,
I recognized the fact that people needed to be able to get a better understanding on where they are in
mm.
their if they're ill, where they are in their emotions, and if we start there and then peel back the onion, so to speak, and find out the core reasons. Because not everything that is physically wrong can be healed by a pill. A lot of things are due to emotional wounds.
Hmm.
And anything that happens to us really physically has already started in the emotion. And it's your body telling you, pay attention, pay attention, pay attention.
I love what you just said right there because I read a lot and I was researching. I was reading many years ago and it came across, and I don't know where, I can't recall where I heard it, but someone said a heart attack is not just a heart attack like we think it to be. It's
Mm,
our heart under attack. And I'm going, whoa, that's deep. That is real deep. So I started digging into it and I shared it with
mm,
someone that I know that was having heart issues, quote unquote heart issues.
yeah,
And I'm one of my dear friends from church. And I said to him, your heart probably needs healing. And he said to me, Sharon, what are you talking about? My heart need healing. And I said, yeah, your
yeah,
heart probably needs healing. I mean, you
yeah,
could have had emotional issues and all sorts of unresolved issues from childhood,
that's
and
right.
so that stuff just festers, and then your body develops a hard shell, a mechanism that self that speak to that. I mean, that mechanism, that defense mechanism to sort of protect the heart, protect the emotion, protect the space. Speak to
Yes.
that, please.
Yeah, so when we were children and then we went through some trauma, and the trauma is defined in many different ways, but it
Correct.
is really the not what happened, but is how we felt about the experience and how we internalized it and the intensity of that feeling. And so when we're talking about the heart, and not particularly just when you have uh, true, like a valve is bust, or when you really don't have the biological issues, there are the emotion issues that also impact what's going on with the heart. And it could be many things, such as feelings of resentment, feelings of anger that have not been solved. It could be even money issues. You'd be surprised. Money issues can also indicate what's going on in the heart. Um, It could also be things like waiting for to be released for certain responsibilities. Of course, it could be grief and not feeling loved and abandonment and so forth. And that's what coaches like myself do. Let's get to the core of why this is happening. When you hear about heart, people think about blood pressure, high blood pressure in particular. And when you think about it, Sharon, um, when your blood is boiling, what do
Uh-huh.
you think it's doing? When you say, I'm so angry, my blood is
Blood is,
boiling.
oh yeah, you're about to pop a vessel, pop a blood
That's
blood
right.
vessel. We,
That's
we
right.
say that, but we don't realize it's
That
really
is
true.
truly happening.
Yes,
Absolutely.
yes,
And
yes.
so that goes to speak, we need to be careful in what we say. So in my heart program, I talk about not just the regular things that people that that is put out there. Make watch what you eat and not smoking and taking medication and so forth. I also integrate other modalities such as qigong, which is
Wow.
an energy healing modality. And there are
Mm.
certain little things that we can do just daily that don't take much time at all to begin to stimulate the heart, circulate the blood from healing. There's one that you could just do this. You have
Wow.
these meridians, these what we call meridians, these energy centers that will go straight to the heart. And if you do
Oh
this
wow.
about 60 times, a couple of times a day, it helps
Wow.
to stimulate. There's another modality where acupressure, not acupuncture, which is still good, but acupressure, where you can begin to stimulate the heart centers by massaging or simply tapping on certain areas in the hand and other places in your body as well. That I teach those things to help them to be able to calm down, put the heart back into regular rhythm. And so there
Mm.
are many different ways that we can begin to heal the heart, especially a broken heart. I wrote a
Wow.
book. I wrote a book called "Unbreak Your Broken Heart," when we talk about 7 ways to heal, particularly when a relationship is over, because people go through so much anxiety and stress and don't know really how to heal themselves and take part of their responsibilities. So, and that goes back into emotion. So I don't want to get off
Mm.
target, but I did want to really talk about heart, emotions, and relationship and trauma. That's what HEART stands for. And each one of those, I talk and give you holistic approaches to healing. We do an assessment, so we see how healthy are you with your heart. We do an assessment on what's going on emotionally, what's going on in your relationship, and of course, how do you process conflict and talking about generational trauma, because a lot of the issues that we have don't belong to us. They have
Mm.
our emotions, are go to ourselves. And so when I say that our feelings, our thoughts go into the cellular level.
Wow.
Therefore, when our mothers are pregnant with us, what they feel, the embryo, the baby feels. And
Interesting.
therefore, what she went through also from mother, it's generational. And just as we've heard about physical characteristics, how we carry those traits, we carry the emotional traits as well. It
Mm.
goes within our DNA. And so this is why you will find that there are some similar family patterns, which people call family curses. They're not family curses, they're just unresolved emotional wounds, conflicts, um,
Wow.
anger. So all of these things, it's so powerful, the heart. I'll give you a fun fact about the heart. Do you know that the heart has over 60,000 miles of vessels? That means the vessels, when you lay them out, they can go around the earth twice.
Wow. I've heard that. And every time I hear it, I go,
Yeah.
how? But yes, you're
Yes.
right.
Yeah, I mean it's powerful. It governs the upper body, it governs the lower body, and I can
It's the
tell you
center,
that,
huh?
yeah, absolutely. Because if I say to you how important the heart is, if I say to you, take your index finger and then repeat after me and point to yourself. Say, who, me?
Who, me?
And point to yourself. Where are you pointing at?
Really?
Point
Outward.
to yourself.
Yes.
You're pointing toward you.
Wow. Pointed to me.
Yeah.
Yes.
And your
Wow.
heart is who you
Straight to
are.
my heart. Straight to my
Straight to
heart.
your heart. Absolutely.
I never thought of that. I didn't know that. This is deep, Doc. This is deep. This is deep. I knew you were because I mean, like I said, I read a little bit of something about you, but let me tell you, this is deeper than I expected. I mean, when I tell you the heart is critical, it really is critical because, like you said, I've been reading, and I'm going to continue to read. And I tell people when people say, back in our culture,
Hmm.
our Caribbean roots, our Caribbean culture,
Hmm.
people would say children should be seen and not heard.
Heard.
That
Hmm.
kind of stuff, where
Yeah.
a lot of children would say, you know what, mom or dad or uncle, auntie, grandma, whoever it is coming, and they don't want to hear us. We have to
Yeah.
be quiet. We can't speak. We have no say so.
Yeah.
I actually know a young lady that I went to school with, and believe it or not, this woman's a grown woman, right? With
Hmm.
grandchildren.
Yeah.
And she said that her aunt, she grew up with her aunt, and her aunt told her children are supposed to know their place. In other words, when folks come over, when visitors come to the house, go in the room and close that door.
Yeah.
And she said that that whole state of being
Hmm.
put her in trauma.
Yeah.
I mean, it shocked her system so to the point where when she was probably just about getting married, she was just barely coming out of her shell because she
Right.
just felt like she just didn't want to be seen and heard. I mean,
Right.
it traumatized her so much. And so even in dating, she had issues. She says, no, if I'm not spoken to, I won't speak. And I'm like, are you kidding me? You're grown. You can
Yeah.
speak. You can feel free. but it's that trap, she said,
It's
as a
so
child,
deep
that
within
cage
the
that she
psyche.
buried in the, and she said that, and I just couldn't fathom what she meant by all of that. I mean, I understand trauma, but that was a little stretch for me, but I see it because some people take it on literally and it affects them throughout their
That's
adulthood.
right. And if she doesn't watch and it resolve that limiting belief, then it
Mm,
can set her up for emotional abuse. It can set
yes.
her up for physical abuse. Silence is a form of abuse, and so those are the type of things that we need to heal within our heart. Absolutely.
And her husband, I'll be honest with you, back to her. Her husband's more of an extrovert. I always considered her an introvert, but guess what?
Mhm.
He even said to her, "You're beautiful," because she never thought she was beautiful. So she would
Yeah.
look at herself and she says, "No, because, I mean, just as what she was told that, ladies don't do this and ladies do that and all the restrictions and the rules and the rules." And I'm like, oh my
Yeah.
God, we don't understand how much it limits us as individuals.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the heart takes a blow. I mean, because everything goes to the heart. When people say speak, what is it? Speak with
Speak
your
when you're spoken
think with
to.
well, think with your mind and not your
Oh,
heart, vice
yeah.
versa. I
Yeah.
mean, that thing, I mean, that part is really deep because I mean, honestly, a lot of us do that. And when you say speak with your heart, explain that to me, Doc, because I know you've heard that. I mean, speaking with your heart instead of your brain. I mean, use your brain
Because
instead
the
of
brain is to protect you.
correct.
Okay, and the brain is helps to analyze, and so what I say, make a head and heart connection, and so you weigh
Hmm.
what you're thinking with how you truly feel within yourself, and then you can get to the better answer. Really, how you feel, studies have shown that how you feel is is your truth, and how you in this how you follow, when you follow your heart, you really are happier.
Yes. And
Yeah,
that's what
when
they
you
say.
follow
But
your heart.
sometimes it tends to lead us astray, doesn't it? Because
It
we
does.
we get
It
so
does.
we get
That's
so
why I say
carried
make
away.
the head and heart connection. This is
Connection.
how I
I
really
love that.
feel. But then let me make sure by checking and then going back. And then sometimes, as you said, we follow our heart. We think that it doesn't serve us, but we do learn lessons from that.
Mm. Wow.
We do
Wow. And
learn
that's where
lessons from it. Yeah. And still end up being happier. Well, at least I did what I wanted to do. At least I
true.
did what I felt. This is what my spirit led me to do. And so
Yes.
sometimes you
Yes.
learn the lesson a lot later.
Mm. But you learn, nonetheless.
You learn.
You do
You
learn.
do
I
learn
love
one
that.
way or another. Because if you don't learn it this time, you'll learn it. It'll come back again, and until you get
There you go.
it.
Well, Doc, I mean, there is just so much to cover, and half an hour is just not enough time. It's,
It's
time is of
nice.
the essence. There's never enough time. Folks are here. I know you're right here in Atlanta, correct?
Yeah.
Can you tell folks who would love to come, come to see you and just dive into what you have to offer as
Yeah.
far as this heart health is concerned? I mean, how would
Okay.
they find the Heart Lady?
All
The
they have
Heart
to
Lady.
all they have to do is go to the Heart Lady for everything. You'll get, oh, if you go to theheartlady.com, you will also get a free relationship quiz that you'll be able to assess how your relationship is. You can on there you'll also get my scheduling where you can schedule a free 15-minute conversation with me, and then we can see where we can take it from there. But everything is at theheartlady.com. So scheduling, how to get in contact with me on social media, that's where I am. Make it as
That's
simple.
amazing. I
Yeah.
love
And
that.
so I can't leave because number one, this is Heart Month.
Yes.
Um, I really want to remind people that heart disease is still the number one globally that is killing men and women. It used to be just men, but it is now women more. Why do you think it's women more?
Because of the emotions, is that it? I don't know.
Because
Why is it
number one,
women?
we're taking a lot more of the stress that
The
men had, and all
responsibility,
that's right. So
right, of the
that's it.
family
And
and the world.
we as we still are 70% higher risk. Men, black men, are 70% higher risk for heart disease than their white counterpart.
No way.
That's right. Women are
70,
about 70%.
70%.
That's right.
That's a
And
high
women
percentage
are
there.
50% more than their white counterpart. So we need to really make sure that it's that when we're talking about changing lifestyles, it's not just
Mhm.
about changing how we eat. It's not just about exercise. It's all of those combined. And as a coach, what I would do is say, which one of these factors do you want to work with first? Because it's just one small step that we take and keep that momentum going. And so blood pressure and diabetes are totally reversible when we learn and are committed to healing. And I believe in self healing. And you can heal yourself if you are committed to loving yourself.
Oh my gosh. Repeat that, Doc.
So I believe that you can heal your heart or heal the wounds within your heart if you are committed to healing yourself, if you are committed to loving yourself. And it's not just saying that. When we say this is the temple, then we take care of it. And it is a commitment and it is a serious lifestyle change. But if we want to be around for our grandchildren, be around to do all the wonderful things that we want to do in life, then we need to start taking. I always say, take care of your heart, so your heart will take care of you.
How do you there's a mic drop right there because I mean really take care of the heart. I mean honestly, and I heard it because you and I had a side talk, and we've spoken. And I mean,
Mhm.
forgiveness. I mean,
Um,
I've heard that. So, I mean, wow. I mean,
yeah,
forgiving yourself because someone,
yes,
I mean, said that you and I were talking, and I mean, giving
yes,
ourselves because we tend to hold on to things. I mean, people have hurt us, people have done things to us, and instead of forgiving ourselves for allowing them to
that's
hurt
right,
us,
that's right.
we just go on and just keep hurting, and
Yeah,
they're gone, and they don't care.
they don't even know. It's not even they don't care. It's that they don't even know how much you've given them the power to take
Wow.
over your mind, your body, and your emotions. So they're
Mm,
doing their business, but they didn't even realize that you're still holding on to it.
wow.
There's a monk story, a Buddhist, and I love this, and I'll say that really quickly. So the Buddhists, the two of them were walking, and they were on the silence. Have you heard it? They were silent,
Yes.
and they were not allowed to break their silence. And
Mm,
so one monk saw a woman struggling, trying to get over to her puddle. And he went to the woman and helped the woman and spoke with the woman. And the other monk, he was furious the whole time until it was time to talk. And he said, how dare you go and talk to that woman and help her over? And he says, I let that go a long time ago. You seems as though you're still carrying the woman.
I love it.
So it's just to show that you worried about that, and I done let that go, and I put the woman down.
Of
But it
course.
also
And it's over.
shows,
It's behind me.
yeah, and it also talks about compassion.
Yes.
So
Yes.
we can't be so rigid, right? Because we want to be compassionate enough. So he saw someone that needed support, and the
Yes.
monk helped him.
Of course.
Just so so
Wow.
that's what I want to talk. Really leave people is to think about compassion. I also work a lot with those talking about emotions, those who are going through, because right now, anxiety is off the roof. Everybody's going through anxiety, the anxiety and overwhelm. People call
Yes.
it stress, but it's really feeling overwhelmed and taking on too much and not establishing proper boundaries in order to protect themselves, to protect their energies. And when you do that, then you become too anxious, too worried about what could happen, what would happen, and not learning to stay present. So there are lots of many ways instead of taking medication again to heal. And as a disclaimer, I'm not out there saying don't take medication. I'm just saying that there are complements that can help you to heal yourself without having the side effects that many of the prescription drugs give you.
Wow. Doc, I'm gonna go ahead and I kid you not, I'm calling you after this podcast to have you really schedule you for the next visit. I mean, you got to come back in right away. So you're just going to go out and come right back in. Because let me tell you, if my husband is listening, I hope he's not, right? He would really agree with you on everything you said, especially that last part, because he always said to me, why is it that you take on so much? I mean, everybody calls you for everything and you just take on the world. I mean, sometimes you really, and you realize, especially now where anxiety is at an all-time high, even Dr. Lax, I mean, my friend, my buddy, I mean, collision with a purpose. That's one of my big brothers, my bona fides, because he would always say, just chill, Naman. Just chill. Just, I mean, just take it easy. And I'm saying, how can you chill? Look at all the things that you do. But you know what? You said it best. So we're going to close on that note. Take care of your heart.
Right. So your heart will take care of you.
Take care of you.
Yes. There is so much more to say, and I try to compact it in, but I'd love to come back and really break down each of those. Just even taking care of your heart is learning CPR.
Wow. Take care of your heart. I love it. Garfield says, take care of your heart. I love it. I love that. Was our previous guest from JIIFSC. Man, Doc, come on back. You're welcome to come back anytime. I kid you not. I'm just going to schedule you for the next, the next session.
Being that this is Black History Month, we have to talk about intergenerational trauma on a deeper level and really talk about how that slavery, war, genocide has impacted our lives from that time to this time, from generation to generation. We've been carrying a lot of these burdens with us, and it manifests to how we deal with in our relationships, in our business, in how we handle finances. So all of these things, really, once we become real aware of these patterns and be able to break the cycle, wow, powerful people more than we already are.
There you go. So all of what's happening around us, we don't have control over it. And the prayer of serenity is one of those powerful ones that we just say, hey, give us the strength, Lord, to control the things we can. And those that we can't, we just have to let it go. Let it go and let the chips fall where they may, because we can't control the government no matter how much we try. We can control how we receive it, what we do with it. Thank you so much. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. We just want to say, I mean, gratitude, much gratitude for having you come through our program here. And we're looking forward to having you very soon. I mean that very soon. So you're just going to go out and come right back in.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Sharon Reid, my namesake. Thank you. We appreciate you. Speak harmony. That's exactly what you just did.
That's right.
Harmony to our hearts.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. God bless you. Take care now. Wow, and there you have it, guys. Speak harmony. We just don't like to end like that, man. We want to continue, but you know what? It is that time, and we've gone over. We thank you all for joining us today. Thank you each and everyone for joining with us today to kick off Black History Month. Dr. Lax, what can I say? Thank you, sir. Thank you, my brother. Couldn't do it without you.
It starts with a spark, a vision so clear, where voices unite, there's nothing to fear. Access meets opportunity, we pave the way.